Since we're talking about it and Metacritic scores and all of that stuff, and Elden Ring, let's just go ahead and shoot into the first topic. So the first topic that we have here is, of course, Elden Ring stuff. But people, these hunt for the runes, man, they're out there on YouTube. There's so many videos of like farm this, farm that, farm 10K in 1 minute. I think I've seen like a million rune farm
in an hour.
AFK.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You can just stand still in one area and just gather tons of runes. I'm actually looking for that spot right now.
Oh
so
my
I'm
gosh,
trying to
dude.
make it there so
A
that I
million
can get
runes AFK.
so I can get beefy. But there's so much stuff. But one thing that it seems like people are doing is they're managing to take these rooms that they're sitting here and harvesting nonstop and selling this shit on eBay, dude, and making like mad money from this. I mean, I haven't really done too much as far as multiplayer to like drop something,
right, or trade
or whatnot. Yeah, to do a trade or something like that, because I haven't had a chance to like hop in and do something with Ray. And I won't be able to do it with Mark unless I buy the game again. But
we're playing together tonight, right? At least gonna be
yeah, we're gonna try
at least
tonight or tomorrow or something. But yeah, we're gonna find something. But yeah, man, they're gathering these things. I'm thinking that they're doing it with like these golden runes, right? These items, and then just dropping the items themselves that are worth like 1,500, actual runes or whatever.
Yeah. So just to give clarity, what you're talking about is there's these little tiny circular coins you kind of find. They're called golden runes, and they have different levels to them. So you're like a level 10 is like a lot, and you crack it, you pop it open, and you get all the runes from it. So we're thinking that Marcus was telling me that people are glitch farming these, right? They're duplicating these, right?
Yeah, basically, if you can, while you're online, if you can unload a bunch of stuff, and before that person picks it up, you just hop out of the server. So like if I'm the host, then I call Ray in. Ray says he's got about 30 of these golden runes, 10s. So they're beefy. So he comes into my game, drops a bunch of the shit onto the floor, and then he just disconnects. So now I've got all the stuff left here that I can scoop up. And because he disconnected from the server, it doesn't actually show that they're lost in his possession, because the game doesn't do automatic saves like every second.
It's not auto
saving. They kind of lapse in certain things.
Right.
So these people are making like buku bucks, and they could essentially be rinsing and repeating off of like one harvest that they did, which is crazy to think about that. I mean, but Dark Souls has always had glitches for certain things.
Right.
And so, this is just one of those things. But I mean, for somebody to think, hey, I'm gonna put this shit on eBay, that somebody could buy it, I'll do this for them, and then and I'll make some profit. It's freaking genius.
What I wonder about this when I watch this and when I read this is, my first thought is like, so this is against the terms of service, right? Like, you're not allowed to do this,
right?
But I wonder how much From Software will fix it. Like, will they go to eBay and like tell them, hey, pull down cancels, cancel listings that are selling runes for our game, like, because I know WoW does stuff like that. WoW is very strict. Like, I'm just curious if From Software, I'm curious if like From Software will do any of that as well, because this does make the game pay to win. Like, you can literally go and buy runes on eBay and level your guy up to like an eternity level high and just easy shot the game.
But at the same time, right, it's also irrelevant, because this isn't a multiplayer game.
Right.
This isn't a game. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing that would make it like matter is if you're getting invaded left and right, and then you just wreck everybody who comes in because you're just OP'd at 999 level or whatever. But you still have to have the right gear, the right armor, the right weapon to be able to.
I will say, like, you're largely right. However, I do know that there is a very big multiplayer dueling community for the Souls games.
Yeah,
and I can see them being pissed, even though like I always have felt that Elden Ring is first and foremost. I should say Souls games, From Software games
First person
are
game,
first and
just
foremost like single player
single player.
experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I agree. Like it has no impact on me. If someone wants to do that in their world, then they can do that. They can do that in their world. I don't like glitching. I don't like that. As someone like actually earn these runes, I'm all
Right.
for it, man. Like if you went and you farmed all these runes and you want to sell them
Yeah.
and someone's willing to buy them, like I have no issue with that. Although I do
Yeah.
have an issue with the glitching. That's cheating. That's not good. I'm
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
fan
The
of that.
glitching is a little bump,
But
yeah.
selling your hard work, like I don't have really any problem with that, especially because, like you said, it's a single player game and it has really no bearing on me. If it was
Right.
multiplayer, like World of Warcraft, now I do have like an issue, right? Like
Well,
these kind of
yeah.
things
Then
can
we're talking about
impact
something
your
different.
experience. Yeah, it can impact your experience, and like this is a problem. But so
Yeah.
that's why I just wonder how much From Software will take this serious or not. But it's
But
crazy. I
I
never would have
honestly
thought.
think I wouldn't have
Never.
thought that either. But I honestly think that if I was a developer and this was something to happen, I would praise this. I would let this ride. And the reason why is because the ultimate goal of a dev is to make a game that people want to play, right? So if I have somebody constantly playing my game all the time, you know what I mean? Then that makes me happy. I did my job. You want to play my game all the time. So if you found a way to make money off of my game and that didn't entail you bootlegging my shit, you know what I mean? Like I'm all for it because that means you're gonna play my game longer. Like this game is gonna be, 200,000 hours on your console by the time everything's said and done. Just because you were
Dude,
farming
like
runes, just trying
I
to
hear what
sell
I
them.
totally hear what you're saying, but like it's funny because I wonder also like how much it also deters people to continue playing it once they've broken it in a sense. Like you remember that one time we were
I
playing
do know
Diablo
what you're saying.
3
Yeah, yeah.
and we
I
got
remember
broke.
that.
Did you and I ever return to that game? You and I were putting in so many hours, and the second that dude came in and made us OP, we stopped
Yeah,
playing it.
but
So while
but
that
there
guy's
was
playing it a lot, we stopped playing.
But there was also a catch-22 because at the same time, right, we had already beaten that game multiple times, and all we were doing is just going on the rigmarole of farming to get higher tier items and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and get these sets and different things. So we had already beat the game, we had already demolished the game and whatnot, and
Right, but
all that dude did was come in and just make it so like it was
right.
obliterated, so
I'm
I mean.
just
And then you have other games that come in also, and it's even more of a reason to be like, well, I think I've kind of like done everything I can do in this, you know what I mean? So let me go ahead and move on to another game.
I'm just talking about the longevity point you were trying to make. Like you said,
Yeah.
like for any developer, you want people to play your game and to keep playing your game.
Hmm.
And the easier you make it for people to just kind of like obliterate it and walk away is not good for like longevity. And that's what hurt Diablo. And I
Yeah.
think like this could have that effect if enough people did it, but I don't think enough people are really doing it to where it really like matters.
Also, I think that this probably can only be done on PC. I don't
Oh,
know if it's getting done on
that
console,
glitch,
but
that
I
glitch
know
thing.
that the
Yeah.
glitch in shit, what was the game we were talking about? The other one.
Oh, Diablo 3?
Diablo, yeah, Diablo.
That was
The glitch
console.
was done on PC, but the PC guy was able to join in
Oh,
multiplayer on console, and that's how he was able
interesting.
to give me the shit. Other than that,
Interesting.
there would have been no other way for me to duplicate it on console, or well, not to duplicate it, but to pull the pieces offline, edit the stats on them, and then put them back into the files. Right, those were all done on a PC because they were able to get them, change some of the stats on there to make them OP as hell, and then put them right back in the folders where they were held at.
Right.
And
That's
so
crazy,
then once
man.
you take that data, then
Right,
you're
and
dropping
relate
those
it.
items off
Right.
after you've duplicated them to somebody
They
on
get
a
saved to
console.
your
And now it's in the world.
world. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. So
It's totally broken the system for sure.
right. So unless people are able to do some crazy duplication stuff or whatever and join from PC, that stuff isn't really going to even affect the console guys, the
Yeah.
Xbox guys or the PlayStation dudes. It might just only be something that affects the PC world. But I mean, I hope that if they don't have it, I hope that it is cross-play, where you can play with somebody from Xbox,
Hmm.
on PlayStation. Because I try to get my father-in-law to like you step up his variety of games, and then try some of these other things. So I'm like, dude, you don't want a PlayStation? Like, you don't want any of these games that are on here? Granted, this is on the Xbox or whatever, but it's like I'm trying to play other things with him, but he's stuck on Xbox, and I just buy everything for the PlayStation. So
I know, yeah,
it's trying to convince him to, like, okay, play that, but then he's like, do you have it on the Xbox? And it's like, nah, I got it on the PlayStation. Well, I'm probably not gonna play it then. So but I think this is one of those that I might be the type of guy that buys it on like every console, just because it's so freaking
yeah. I
good.
would not be surprised, man. Like if I get like a Steam Deck someday and I rebuy this game,
for
play
PC.
Dude, totally. Yeah,
man. I would definitely try Mark's trick and buy it from what was it, Antarctica or something like that?
Yeah, some European country, right?
For it.
Like
yeah, pay
Austria
$30 for it and buy it again.
Yeah,
I
like...
I love you, me.